We back with a part two of Hate Week, my favorite week of the college football season, man. Y'all know we here with a lot of the crew, and we got Doug in the building. What's up with you, Rob? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to get into this action because my Longhorns about to show these Aggies what real football is about.
Yes, sir. Ski. Hey, we got SEC Sean here, who's an Aggie, as y'all know as well, man. How you doing today, Sean?
We doing good. I was hoping you'd introduce them first. Like I told them earlier, they needed to be first because that's the only time they're going to be first.
I feel you. Hey, that hat's still ugly, my friend. Hey, Doug, what's up with you? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, man. It's a beautiful day down here. Not a cloud in the sky. It's going to be a beautiful week. Can't wait till Friday, man. Appreciate y'all.
Of course, of course. Hey, man, y'all know we got to shout out the rest of the crew. Parlay Poe of the Blitzberg podcast, post game with the post game 86 show, and T1 of City League TV. You can find him on YouTube and Facebook, man. Listen, it's going to get real hectic tonight. Tune in, like, comment, subscribe if you ain't already did that, man. Hey, but listen, let me ask you guys, what makes this rivalry so special?
What you think, John?
This rivalry to me is probably the best rivalry in all of college football. I mean, I know there's other fan bases that'll say different, but when you get those two schools 90 miles apart from each other that hate each other, and years ago, not so much nowadays because it was gone for so long, it's still a hated rivalry, but back in the day, if you won this game, you were set for the next 4 years because of recruiting.
Exactly. Amen.
Now with transfer portal, NIL, it's a little bit, some of these guys don't know nothing about this rivalry that are on the teams. But to me, it's the most special just due to the closeness and the pure just hatred of the big brother, little brother, the city folk, the farmer, just all this different stuff is just it's pure hatred.
And the fact that I'm pretty naive, man. I don't know if there's any other rivals out there that actually have the other team's name in their fight song. So no matter who they're playing, no matter where they're at, they're saying goodbye to Texas University. They're saying Texas fight, goodbye to it's crazy, and it don't matter who they're playing. They're talking about each other, and they're in each other's fight song. That to me is unique. And recruiting. That's always been the biggest thing as far as the old school rivalry back in the day. I mean, whoever won this game usually had at least they were ahead in recruiting in Texas, which was really, really important because we always lost a lot of kids out of state. And not if this game was a good football game, it meant something. The kids were staying home.
Man, the fact that you got all of these universities in the state of Texas, but only really these two schools mean something to the rest of the state. Everybody loves either Texas or Texas A&M. Yeah, you got a couple of Texas Tech fans. Yeah, you got a couple of TCU fans. Yeah, you got a couple of SMU fans, a couple of Baylor fans. But the reality is, it's either Texas A&M or it's these boys on my chest, the Texas Longhorns. One of the greatest rivalries you'll ever see in your life. You go to A&M and you got the 12th man, and that stadium be rocking. Then they got to come to Austin and DKR. That stadium is rocking. Both schools really, genuinely hate each other. Hate each other. You hear me? And
Can't stand it.
The victory that we're going to get this weekend is going to add another chink in our armor because we the Longhorns, baby. We the Longhorns.
Just notice when y'all please, guys, if y'all ain't never watched it, I want you to watch when Texas comes onto the field. It is one of the most electric, stupidity, funny things you'll ever see because they come out of their tunnel and it's right under the Longhorn logo. It looks like they coming out of uterus.
Look, man.
If y'all think, am I lying, Doug? Am I lying?
It's
Right
a new thing. It's a new thing out there.
Just like the boy today on the thing told me, hey, at least we don't have male cheerleaders. I said, you do. They're just in drag.
Every human being that somebody came through a uterus.
Again,
Hey, man, listen.
Just remember, 5 years after graduation, a Longhorn calls an Aggie boss. And also remember, you can't spell stupid without TU.
Hey, what time y'all's game?
It's 6:30 Central Time, so 7:30 y'all's time. Prime time.
And I don't care. This game needs to be back on Thursday night.
It used to be on Thursday night. That was fun. Thanksgiving night. But I'll take it. I'll take Friday night, though.
Facts. Hey, let's welcome in Post Game of the Post Game 86 show. How you doing, Post?
Hey, you know what it is. You name it, I'll post game it. Take a picture and frame it. Send it to the IRS and claim it. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Bro been coming with the bars lately. I hear you. I hear him.
Stories, bars, he got it all rolling. You don't know what's going to come out of Post Game.
Hey, so look, man. I want to know, what does each team's quarterback have to do to help their team be successful in this game?
No turnovers. So as far as I know, I mean, I think Archie, man, he's playing great right now. And I think it's time to put some respect on Arch Manning's name, because it's kind of crazy to me. Like, to start the season, the hype was so ridiculous. It's so stupid. And then he struggled, and then people flipped on him. So he's pretty much a bust, or he's not that guy. And now he's playing like that guy. He's putting up those numbers. His numbers are just as good as any quarterback in the country. But for some reason, people, they don't want to flip back, man. They don't want to give him his props. They don't want to believe it. So, but to me, it's going to be turnovers, and just protect, protecting the ball as far as like down and distance. I mean, getting rid of the football. If he gets pressured, don't take that sack. Get rid of it, and stuff like that, and just be on time. And he's been on time lately, so that's pretty much it for me. Turnovers for sure.
Yeah, to go along with what my fellow Longhorn fan Doug had to say, he has to be really, really efficient on third downs. And whether it's third and long or third and short, he has to be efficient. He got to make the throws. He got to put them in spots where the wide receiver can catch him. He can't have any high throws to where our wide receivers have to maybe go in the air to try to get a ball. We need to get that ball to them where they can catch it and also be running with it. So he got to be on time with his throws, like Doug said, and be really, really efficient on third down.
Y'all asked for excuse me, but did y'all ask for the keys to the game?
Quarterback.
Not yet. That's later on.
You asked for what now? I'm sorry.
Well, what does each quarterback need to do to help their team be successful?
Yeah, I think Doug said it all. It's gonna come down to which quarterback keeps the ball safe and don't have turnovers, interceptions, and fumbles. Whichever quarterback is able to do that for their respective team puts their team in really good position to win the ball game.
Be himself. Don't try to outlive the moment. That's all Marcel needs to do. Be himself. Run. You ain't really seen him running much this year. You've seen him run one game. That was LSU. He tore LSU's butt up. Well, he finna put Colin Simmons and Anthony Hill in a blender. Moss ain't playing. We still gonna be down Moss. That's fine. We got a stable back there. We don't need Moss. I'd love to have him, but we got a stable. We good. So just don't turn the ball over. Like you said, Doug, that's a good point, but that's coach speak. That's typical. be yourself. Don't let the moment get too big. If Marcel can come out and stay calm and cool like he did the second half of South Carolina, y'all might as well pack it up and climb back up the uterus.
Sean.
Hey, so which receiver is the most difficult to deal with? And which receiver group scares you guys the most? If it's your crew against their crew, you like their crew better. Just let me know who y'all think is the most difficult to deal with.
Our wide receiver group is better than theirs, and it's not close.
Couple transfers, that's why.
Doesn't matter.
We got a young group, man.
Bethel Roman is homegrown. He was recruited to there. Terry Bussey, 5-star, former Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year, was recruited to there. So, no, we got 2 transfers in, but we got 2 others. And
Concepcion.
You can get your time. You stop for a minute. There's 2 of y'all. Let me talk. Come on now. Which wide receiver group is the most difficult to deal with? Ours. No question. Which wide receiver scares the most? Wingo. Wingo scares me with his speed, but I'm going to tell you what, that Livingston kid, I like that kid's length. He's one we got to watch. He seems to be the one. Y'all use Wingo a lot more in the slot, in the slants, in the quick game, and it seems like your shots all go to him, to Livingston. So we got to keep an eye on him to get loose, but our wide receiver core, I'll take it over y'all's every day of the week, twice on the every day that ends in Y.
Well, the Texas wide receiving crew is young, okay, that's for sure. This is not. There's no Bolden, Golden, Worthy out there. There's no Adeline Mitchell out there. I get all that, but they've gotten better. And I don't know. Is it Livingston? Is it Livingstone? I could have swore it says Livingstone. I keep hearing Livingston. I hate the announcers keep calling him Livingston. I'm like, it says Livingstone on his name. But anyways, but as far as like which wide receiver scares me, Concepcion maybe. He's had a good year, huh? I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, if I was a Texas fan, the wide receiver I'm scared of the most is number 3. He's the fastest on the whole team.
Well, our secondary is the only thing I'm really concerned about on the defense right now, but we'll see.
Yeah, I believe that Texas A&M has the most difficult wide receiver group. They can go about 6 deep in that wide receiver room when you bring in Roman, Bussey, and then the other guy. What's his name, Sean? The other guy, not Craver or Concepcion, but the other guy.
Isaiah Williams.
Yeah, Isaiah Williams.
He a true freshman.
Yeah, he's a true freshman. They can go about 5, 6 deep, which is probably more difficult because Texas really only goes about 3 deep when you got Wingo, Livingston, and then they got 4 deep when you go with Mosley and DeAndre Moore. But the wide receiver for Texas A&M that scares me the most is probably Craver because of his wiggle. And if he get those slants, he can make some guys miss and get that yak yardage. So he's the one that concerns me the most in this Texas defense. The bigger guy, Concepcion, is maybe a little easier to guard if you go ahead and go with him man up. Even though he's a bigger receiver, he's a little bit easier to guard than Craver, who has more wiggle to him.
Yeah, that's Texas A&M has one of the better wide receiver rooms in the nation. I'll definitely take them. When you ask who has the better group of receivers, Concepcion and Craver, those guys are dynamic. I think Wingo can present some problems against that Texas A&M secondary also though. But if you asking me who has the better group, I'll go Texas A&M.
And my name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. So we're going to move along. Who got the advantage in the trenches, man? Who got the advantage? Offensive line, defensive line. Who needs to stop the other side more? Would y'all say it's Texas offensive line against the Aggies defensive line, or vice versa?
I think Texas O line is in for a heck of a game because the Aggies. Oh, look, the Aggies O line. They return 6 starters, man. They're out and they're physical. I mean, they're better than Texas's O line, but that doesn't mean Texas can't play. O line can't play a good game. They get a good scheme. They run the football. I think they have a chance, but in the trenches, as far as O line, you got to give it to the. I mean, you got to give it to the Aggies. I mean, the Longhorns, they replaced too many guys out there. I don't see no Banks Jr. out there. So, but the D line, it's pretty close. I know the Aggies D line. I mean, they're second in sacks. I think they're first and third down conversion defense. I mean, they're having a great year. Both defensive lines are deep. You know, they got. I think they're about at least 3 deep, probably on the defensive line. So, Texas run defense is still pretty good. Their pass defense has been struggling. I mean, so I have to give the slight edge to the Aggies, but I think if Texas can come out there and run the ball like they did against Oklahoma and have that type of a scheme, that type of game plan, I think that would help them out a lot. So,
Yeah, to go off of what my man Doug said, I think Texas A&M has the better offensive line. Texas might have the better defensive tackles. It's almost a push at the edge rushers because they got a dynamic who has the most sacks in the SEC, and then you couple him with against Colin Simmons. Those two guys are very, very similar. They're both disruptive, but I think Texas might have the better defensive tackles. Overall, though, I believe that Texas A&M's offensive line might have a better chance of making some things happen against Texas defensive line than Texas's offensive line has against Texas A&M's defensive line. But the thing is, though, Texas A&M has given up some rush yardage in games, which Texas has not been able to run the ball really, really well here lately. Their best 2 rushing games they've had have been against Oklahoma and Ohio State, and they didn't run well against anybody else. So I think that Texas A&M might have a better chances in the trenches.
Our O-line is much better than Texas's. It's not even a question on that. Our O-line is one of the best in the country. It's probably by far easily the best in the SEC. D-lines are pretty matched. I'll give them. I mean, their D-line's pretty good. So I think in the trench advantage, I think it goes to A&M because of our offensive linemen. 6, Doug said 6. We actually have 7 starters back on the offensive line. We rotate 7 deep on the O-line, and they all play different positions, and they don't miss a beat. So give me A&M on the trenches. It's just all there is to it. I think we're the more physical on both sides of the ball on offense and defensive lines. Defensive line, like I said, it can be a toss-up, but I think our O-line is way more dominant.
You muted, Zach.
I'm muted. Hey, let's welcome in T1 into the show. How you doing, family?
What's happening? All good. Come and see what these Texas boys getting ready for and talking about.
You look like you got on a Santa Claus suit, bro.
Ho, ho, ho.
Tell him, Pete. Tell him.
Yeah, horns down on that all day.
You know what's up, right
Horns down.
Hey, and as y'all know, y'all can follow his channel on YouTube and Facebook at City League TV. Let's go ahead. This is kind of tied into the last question when we're talking about offensive lines. How important is the run game in this matchup?
Look, before y'all start, listen. Texas and Texas A&M. This y'all show. I'm a be down at the chat. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna let y'all have it and go at it because y'all need this for yourselves. This is a big matchup. So
Hey, Post, do you mind rounding back in towards the end? Because we get this reveal show tonight. Want to get
oh
your thoughts
yeah,
on that?
I'm gonna be back towards the end. I'm
Yes,
gonna holler
sir.
at y'all.
You want
All right,
Buck with
so fellas, how important is the run game in this matchup, man? This
the
got to
run
be a
game?
key to the game.
The run game is a huge key to this game. Which team can get it going? To be honest, in my totally unbiased opinion, Texas needs to get the run game going if they want a chance in this game. If Texas can't run the ball and becomes one-dimensional, we're just going to tee off on Arch, and Arch is going to be crawling for Peyton and Eli to come help him. And can he transfer to Tennessee? Because that's just all it is. We can run the ball. We can run the ball. We're going to run the ball. But I just think it's more important for Texas to be able to run the ball than it is A&M to be able to run the ball.
No, I agree 100%. The run game is huge in this game. It's not just establishing the run, but sticking with it. If Texas can run the ball and stick with it, and because a lot of times if they fall behind, Starkey, he tends to panic a little bit, and he'll go away from the run, and then Arch is throwing the ball 40 plus times. We can't have that. So the run game is huge in this game. I think for A&M, look, yeah, they can run the football, but Texas wants that, man. They want you. I mean, they want you to go up there and count hats. That's what they want because they can run they got the run defense. I think they still got the best run defense in the SEC. So if you want to run the ball, run the ball. But Texas needs to get a push on that offensive line, and they need to at least resemble a run game and stick with it. So, yeah.
This will definitely be a game where Steve Sarkisian will not abandon the run game because he understands how important it is. And he's learned a few times this season that you put your team in a much worse position when you abandon the run game and you cause your defense to have to be on the field a little bit too quickly than it needs to be. So I think he's going to stick with the run game. He's going to do everything he can to scheme up a good run scheme, even if he have to go to 12 personnel a little bit more than what he has the last couple of games. He might even go to 21 personnel where he has two backs back there. You might get to see him put Wisner and Baxter in there at the same time. Something that maybe Texas A&M hasn't seen them do yet this year, because I only think they've done it maybe a few times, if any. It's usually Wisner and the punt returner Niblett. So I think that's going to be something that Steve Sarkisian is probably going to use. He's probably going to use Arch Manning's legs a little bit more than he has in the past couple of games, just to keep that defense honest. But the run game is truly, truly probably the most important component of this game, and Steve Sarkisian will not abandon it in this one.
Hey, Rob, what's the point spread in this game?
2.5.
Two and a half.
A&M.
I'm more curious to ask, what's the over and under?
51 and a half.
1.5, yeah.
51 and a half.
That sound kind of low for me. The last four games, Texas gave up 37, 35, 34, and 38.
It's going over. It's going over 51.
Yeah, I see this game being in the high 60s, close to 70 points combined, like low key. I see it being a shootout.
It's and I can see why you would think that, but I don't think it's going to be, because I think that both of these teams have been holding some things back defensively, scheme wise, in preparation for this game. And I'm quite sure PK is going to have some different looks that he's going to give Marcel Reed to try to throw his timing off. Because if you can throw off Marcel Reed's timing, you could affect their offense. So 51 is still low. I agree with you. It is low. But I don't know if they're going to get – both of these teams are going to get in the 30s.
Like if we could throw Marcel Reed's timing off, well, we're going to throw Arch Manning's timing off too. We've seen what happens there. He likes to kill worms.
That's the goal. Hey,
So,
hey, listen, he ain't been killing the worms lately. He ain't been killing the worms lately, bro.
He still throws a little high, but that's
Hey, y'all, question. So is there any chance of this game turning into a defensive matchups with not many fireworks?
Absolutely, it can. I think it's going to be around that line. I think it'll be around 51 total. I got it close to that. I got it slightly over that.
I see it being a very close, competitive game, like defensive struggle, like you're talking, T, at halftime. And then I think one team that wears maroon is going to explode in the second half like they always do.
But Zay, didn't you just say Texas has given up on average, from what it sounds like 30 points a game?
In the last 4 games, they gave up about 35 plus points a game. Yeah. And the Aggies gave up 30 in the first half to South Carolina. I just feel like it's going to be a shootout. If I'm a betting man,
classic SEC.
I'm going over. I'm going over. Absolutely over. But let me ask this to Rob while we're on this run game, Key. Do you think at some point in this game that Sark will just be like, okay, we here at the last game of the year. If we win this game, we might have a chance to still make the college football playoff. We're gonna have to draw up a lot of quarterback runs and run Arch Manning more than we probably would in any other game that we played this year.
I could definitely see that. I think they probably have been holding back that aspect of the game the last several weeks, particularly for this game right here, to throw off Texas A&M's Mike Elko, who I believe is their defensive coordinator too, or he's a part of their defense process, I guess. But I think Elko's he's a really good ass defensive mind. So I'm quite sure Steve Sarkisian is going to use everything he got to use to get this win. He's not going to leave any stone unturned, bro. And that's one of his stones. And he's going to turn it over for sure. He's going to run Arch Manning in this game.
All right, and I got one more question, but this one is going to be towards Doug. Doug, what is the number of rushing yards you feel like if y'all could get to this number, it could bode well for meaning that Texas will have won this game?
Shoot, I can't remember. When was the last time Texas rushed for over 100 yards? I don't even know. I'd have to say at least 100. I mean, they got to rush for at least 100 yards just to, just to give Arch a chance to not have to just sit back there and run around and throw the ball. So and I think you're going to see a lot of screens and stuff like that too, of course. A lot of stop routes and everything, because I think, get Arch in a good rhythm. I think Sark does pretty well scripting plays, like the first drive and things like that. But hopefully, he can continue to have some good play calls for him. But yeah.
So 100 piece, okay.
To answer your question, Rob, Jay Bateman from old Florida DC is our DC. Elko calls the defensive plays, though.
You guys more zone or man? What do you think?
Find out Friday. We play a lot of man.
You play a lot of man.
Zay will tell you, they gonna do more zone or man.
I don't know.
They do it. You don't know.
No,
we run mostly. We run a lot of man, but we'll drop into coverage too. Which You never know what you're going to get. We'll show man and drop into zone. We'll show zone and come into man. So it's just Elko's a master of disguising.
It's been hard for me to get it. Like I watch games throughout the week. It's been hard for me to get a beat on Texas A&M because one, like Sean said, they always play when we play. For some reason, they are always on the TV when we on the TV. And two, they ain't really had enough matchups for me to be like, oh, this is the team that I feel like I'm going to see in a game of this magnitude. Like you could be vanilla in a lot of their games, and not show a lot. So it wasn't really nothing for me to really watch. I felt like I watched the whole South Carolina game though, and from what I seen, I mean, it was in man, but they mixed it up too though. But they did a lot of different blitzes to kind of confuse Lenore sellers out there. Sometimes it will be man on man blitz where they bring 5, maybe sometimes 6. But if they'll go man, I mean they'll blitz and drop back in the zone type of zone coverage too. So I mean they was mixing it up when I only watched maybe 2 Texas A&M games this year. All right, next question though. Will the tight end have a major role with both teams having a really solid wide receiver corps? We know Sark loves to use his tight end. I don't know too much about what they like to do over there and Elko's system of using his tight end, but speak on how y'all feel about y'all's tight ends and how much of an effect they can have on the game.
I mean, that's the one thing Texas has been missing, I think, in the offense. I mean, the last couple of years, man, there's been a lot of Gunnar Helms, but he ain't there no more. And I miss Gunnar Helms, man. I love how he used to point at guys when they fall down. After he catches the ball over them, they fall on the ground. He'll point at them. That was funny. But I can't even pronounce the other guy's name, Andres or something like that. He's solid. He's a big, strong kid. He kind of looks like Gunnar Helms, a little bit, thicker, but he doesn't have the hands, and I don't think they go to him enough. I mean, QE, he went to the tight end a lot, and I don't know if Arch doesn't seem to be doing that. I don't know, maybe scheme wise is just different this year. So, as far as advantage goes, I'd have to give it to A&M because it just really hasn't been that big of a deal tight end this year for us. It'd be nice though. They'll probably mix it in. Hopefully they will. He might have a big game.
Yeah, I think Jack Andrews has a chance to have a pretty solid game in this one. He should probably get at least 5 targets in this game, in my opinion. I think that can help keep those linebackers honest in this one, or either safety. But the way Texas has been playing defensively, tight ends have been chewing Texas up, and I'm quite sure that Klein, the offensive coordinator for Texas A&M, has been able to spot that because the tight ends in the last couple of games have been killing Texas. So I'm quite sure he's going to have some things schemed up to take advantage of the fact that Texas linebackers are not getting proper depth. We're going to probably be without Ty Anthony Smith, who was a good cover linebacker for the first half. And then Anthony Hill is nursing a hurt hand. So we don't know what he's going to be able to give us. He's going to probably play, but we don't know how effective he's going to be with a bad hand, especially when it comes to having to tackle some of these bruising running backs they got and to have to guard some of these tight ends coming off the line. But hopefully Texas got some schemes together to where they can get the ball to Jack Andrews a little bit more than what they have the last couple of games.
So, real quick, when anybody watching the replay on this, if you go back when Zay asked this question from when he ended, there was like 6 or 7 seconds of silence. I was going to let the Texas guys go first, but I want y'all to all realize if you watch it, that's history. That's the first time there's been a Longhorn shut up for more than 6 seconds.
Hey, we always breaking records.
That's the wrong record to break, my friend.
Hey, regardless, it's the record broken.
But I know it ain't you, Rob, but I know your computer was freezing up on you a minute ago, but that's all good, brother, because you're getting prepped for Friday with your offense freezing up. So tight ends, huge role. We run 4 tight ends. We rotate 4 tight ends through. Borkacher caught the pass against Notre Dame. We got the big Swede we call Thor. We got Amari Nyblack, former Alabama and former University of Texas tight end. And we got a guy named Michael Riley who really doesn't do much, but he takes up space. So he's a good blocking tight end. But we throw to all of our tight ends. All of our tight ends can catch, can run. Marcel Reed came out after the Notre Dame game and said that Nate Borkacher has the best hands on all the team, and he's a tight end. So, yeah, we're going to use our tight ends. We use them in lots of different ways, and they're all strong break tackles. So, yeah, tight end's going to play a huge role.
Let me ask you this, SEC Sean. How do you feel about Amari Nyblack? He has some issues at Texas, man, with blocking and not running the right route sometimes. Have you seen some of that out of him this season? He's a talent, but he just missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the year, he was probably more in the rotation of the tight ends. It was Theo and Borkacher were 1 and 2. And he was 3, but now he's kind of even been pushed further down to where Riley's getting a little more run in front of him. But I'm not gonna lie, if you get that guy in space and get him the ball, he's an athlete. That dude's, they call him Jurassic. I have no idea. Some coach named him that back in the day, but he's kind of a freak when he gets loose. But there's a lot of times he looks lost.
Yeah. If he would buy into blocking, he could be an unbelievable tight end and weapon, man, but he will not block to save his freaking life.
Hey, if we had a confidence meter down at the bottom of the screen, A&M will be blowing y'all out right now because Sean is on y'all's ass, and he sounds very confident, and he's sounding like he got some of that Buckeye confidence in him. I don't mean to throw my boys out there, but he sounds very, very confident about this game coming Saturday. And
it's gonna be BTA T1.
He's been very humble all season long about his Aggies, but just the confidence that he has right now is spewing through the screen, man. I see it's coming through the screen, and
I can see he got Rob sweating. I can see. Hey, but he done choked up Doug a couple times. I'm Bennett. I ain't in it. I've been trying to stay out of it. You hear me? Yeah. Man, you always got to get me like this, man. Stop it.
That's the same old Sean, man, that I've known forever, man.
Yeah.
Back in the Johnny football days, he was even worse.
Yeah. First off, T1 ain't never gonna pass up an opportunity to fucking plug them damn Buckeyes, man. This guy always gotta throw them.
Hey, I was just admiring his confidence with his team, and he just reminded me of myself a little bit. I just admired his confidence today.
Well, you got to understand this, T1, because you may not have followed this rivalry as much as you follow the one that y'all in with Michigan. But Sean has not had anything to be excited about when it comes to this rivalry for very, very.
How long? Give us some numbers, because we can give numbers in our Big Ten. And give me some numbers, man. Give me some 5 years, some 10 years, past 3.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the past. Let's go 50 years.
Nah. Just here.
Let's go 50 years when Texas A&M went co-ed just like y'all. What's the record? Last 50 years? 25 and 25.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
Okay, so it's a great rivalry. That's great, man.
Well, our last
y'all got all your wins before that were back when it was 18-24, and we weren't even playing damn football. We were just
Yeah, we
chilling,
got those problems
trying to
too.
raise vets.
Let me say this. Let me say this now,
And
because
we were
you
sending
know this
people to
thing
World
went on
War
a
II.
hiatus for 12 years. Ask him
Mhm.
how many times they beat Vince Young, and then ask him how many times they beat
None.
Colt McCoy, and they couldn't even beat Colt McCoy's little brother.
You can't even beat Case McCoy, man.
Come on, man.
That's
Randy
crazy.
McCown owned y'all. Bucky Richardson owned y'all.
That's the 90s,
Bucky
man.
Richardson, a dude named after a damn hamster, beat the hell out of y'all.
Hey, listen, all I know is Texas won the last 4 or 5
Right,
or
man.
6.
That's what I was gonna say. Just give me the last 5.
Texas got more rivals than pretty much anybody, and they have a winning record against every rival they have. I don't know who else. Maybe Ohio State can
So
say
who else?
that.
Who else they got? So they got A&M. They got Oklahoma. Who's the other rival? Is Arkansas?
Arkansas, the old Southwest Conference is everybody. Rice, Texas Tech,
Arkansas.
Baylor, all. I mean, really
no,
all.
we're not gonna talk nice
LSU,
about them.
huh?
Come on now.
Baylor ain't no
Come on,
rival,
man.
man. We not
They-
gonna act like
They
Baylor
in
and
Southwest
TCU are
Conference.
rivals.
No,
No, them are
no.
little brothers.
Maybe
They're
okay.
not Texas rivals, but they want Texas to be their rival.
Oh, hey Zay, maybe
They hated Texas more than just the same as everybody else. I mean,
Everybody hate us. We know how the hate feel. We understand
yeah.
it.
Hey, Joe, Michigan, bro.
Has
And that's
Texas
why
been-
Texas
You
is
know
the
you
only
hate us.
team. That's why Texas is the only
You
team
hate
that's
us.
played with Ohio State this year.
yeah, Rob, you hate us with a passion.
Well,
You
let's
hate us
go.
like the Michigan
Hey,
fans.
listen. Hey, this is A&M and Longhorn
That's
stuff,
it.
man. Aggie
Yes,
Longhorn.
Yeah,
man.
45 years.
Let's
Leave us
keep
out
the
of it.
main and let's get the main dish, man.
Yeah.
Because
I
we can turn
apologize
this
for
into
that too, my fellas. I apologize because I got on Moss for doing that last night. So I apologize for bringing the world famous into this. I'm sorry, y'all.
All right, man. Hey, what scheme would you deploy to contain the other team's quarterback, man? We got two mobile guys, two guys who can beat you in the air as well, So what do y'all think y'all defensive coordinators and defense needs to do to kind of box in the other quarterback to get this dub?
Well, I mean, you can always use a spy. That's always the case. But I think what you're going to see here is just new blitz schemes that's not on tape that you haven't seen yet all year. I think that's something you're going to see in this game for sure, and I think Texas needs to do that because I know A&M's going to do that with Arch. So to contain big man Reed, I think the ends are going to have to contain for sure, and they got to get some new blitz packages that A&M hasn't seen. That's not on tape. I think that's what we're going to see. So, and besides just using a regular old spy.
Yeah, Texas definitely going to have to keep their rush lane integrity and also get some push up the middle as well, because if those defensive ends get too far up the field and those defensive tackles aren't getting any push up the middle, then that can create a larger rush lane and make it a little bit more difficult for the spy. So they're going to have to definitely do that and get pressure quickly to the point where they make Marcel Reed have to decide early whether or not he's going to take off or not, so that spy, if it is a spy there, can get to him a little bit quicker. Because if the run lane is too big, then he has an option to really get loose. They don't really run him on design runs a whole lot. What scares me about Marcel Reed is the fact that if he has to extend a play, he averages about 8 yards on scramble. So we got to contain that. So we got to definitely keep those defensive ends keeping him from getting outside of them and keeping that rush lane integrity.
We're not going to spy Arch. That's just not what we do. A&M is going to bump up and play press man and I guarantee you at the start of the game, we're going to play press man and we're going to try to win with our front four. And if it's having a little bit of issues, then we're going to still play in press man and we're going to just start sending people. Brooks, Cassius Howe, Sanford, Hayes. I think Scooby Williams coming back for this game. So we're just gonna spend that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna pretty much look at what Georgia did to shut that and go that route. What Georgia did on defense. That's the scheme I see us running. I don't like the 4-2-5 we run. I wish we would flip into more of a 4-3 for this matchup, but that's not a defense. Most defenses are now 4-2-5s.
I'm hoping that PK also doesn't go with that bend don't break to start the game, where he's allowed just about every quarterback this year to get into a rhythm playing all this soft cushion crap, man. He cannot afford to do that and let Marcel Reed get in a rhythm early. Quarterbacks start games against us 4 for 4, 5 for 5, and we can't do that in this game, man. We cannot sit there and let our defensive backs stay back 10 yards and not be able to get a little bit closer to those wide receivers and throw off their timing. If PK does that, that's going to be a recipe for disaster in this game if he allows Marcel Reed to get his time and his confidence up early in the game.
Yeah, and you made a good point, except you forgot one word. We ain't seen Marcel Reed run yet.
That's true.
You finna see it. I told you. He gonna make Colin Simmons look like Pee Wee Lee.
I listen. I just hope he don't go out like Taylor Green. We hit Taylor Green so hard he quit.
Don't forget about Ethan Burke, man. He had a big game last year in this game.
Yeah, he sure did.
And so, man.
The biggest difference last year, we had no threat on offense. We could do nothing on offense. This year, yeah, not so much, brother.
Hey, fellas,
wait till the predictions come. Wait, you just wait. You're going to fall out your damn chair.
Colin Simmons is going to get a hold of this guy, man. Just watch. And you know what Colin likes to do when he tackles somebody? He likes to rub himself when he gets up on him, man. He's been doing that since Duncanville. That boy got some nasty in him, man. He's a good kid, though. But when he plays some football, he's a nasty kid, man. You better watch out.
You got to catch him first.
Okay, listen. So real fast, man, I need quick answers because the Seton Hall USC game just finalized and it just wrapped up. The college football playoff show is coming on.
Rush the Michigan comment. Come on.
We're at the last question. We're at the last question, man. Listen, I like how y'all kicking it. We're gonna continue to kick it, and we can revisit this once we talk about the college football show as well, too. Yeah, hey, it's hate week. I ain't got nothing but time. Huh? What about y'all?
Hey.
Y'all got yeah. I mean, we usually go at 7:45. We coming right up on schedule right now, honestly.
Right.
So I hope y'all schedule is clear. Yeah. Hey, but listen, we got two questions. How do you see this game playing out? Which kind of coexists in the next question, which is who wins and what's your score prediction? I'd love to hear the Homer answers. Come on. Give me the Homerism.
Home team go first.
I say it'll be a close first half, and then the second half, Texas they're gonna find a way, and they're gonna get in rhythm, and they're gonna wear down that offensive line. Then they're gonna get to Reed, and they're gonna pull away late. I say and my score prediction is 31-24. Hopefully more. I'm going 31-24.
Yeah, Texas is going to have to be able to establish the run and not abandon it. That's going to be one key. They're going to have to be very, very efficient on third down, which Texas A&M is one of the best teams in the country, if not the best team in the country, in terms of third down defense. I know they're the best in the SEC. And Texas is going to have to make sure that they play good on the back end in this game. They cannot give up the yardage that they've been giving up in the last couple of weeks to these quarterbacks, giving up 300 yards in passing, especially in the fourth quarter. They got to be strong in the fourth quarter. The last couple of games against Georgia and against Vanderbilt, they gave up 21 points in the fourth quarter. They can't afford to do that against Texas A&M. So that's another key for Texas. I got Texas winning this game 27-24.
Hey, I know I said I ain't been it. I'm been it and I ain't in it, but listen, I'm a pick the score. I'm going 42-30 Aggies. I think it's gonna be a high explosive game. But I do want to say too, man, if Texas does win this game, I'm real curious to see where these rankings drop because I still believe they could
They
get
deserve
in.
it. They deserve to be in.
They absolutely would deserve to get in my mind. And that's what makes this rivalry game even that much funner, because it's a lot on the line. Hey, and may I add too, Doug, it looked like you got a practice jersey on. Sean,
No,
you
man.
already know you need to throw
It's a
that
real
hat away.
jersey, man.
And Rob, that Texas shirt it need to be retired. That orange is ugly. I don't know. You just need more. It just need more. It's missing something.
A real tight white BY jersey, man. National championship
All
style.
right. So now you gonna let me go now? Okay.
Okay.
How the game gonna play out? It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be neck and neck. It is probably gonna come down to a field goal. Nah, I can't even make myself believe that. It's gonna be 42-17 A&M.
Did he say 42-17?
Yep.
Put
Hey,
it on every podcast.
this game in Texas, this game in Austin.
Yeah,
Yes,
it'll be Kyle Field. It'll be Kyle Field West by the time third quarter's over.
Oh wow!
Hey, just to
We're
mention,
gonna run them out of their stand like we did LSU and Missouri.
Yeah, 42.
hey, just to mention, Texas just came in for the committee at number 16.
Moved up one spot.
So
They're hating, man.
What?
hey, if they
Yeah,
beat the
man.
number
They got
3
three
team,
losses.
They're gonna try to make sure Texas don't get in, man. That's crazy to me.
I mean, they got three losses. Three losses actually puts you out.
man,
Well,
if they
a three-loss
beat
team.
the number 3 team in the country, they will jump to number 10. You mark my words.
I don't know. It depends on what else
They
happens.
better.
I
Because
think
if the
Michigan
committee
doesn't
leaves them
make
out,
with three losses.
if the
Texas,
committee leaves them out with 3 losses, they're saying that they should not have scheduled that Ohio State game. That's how I look at it. So who's gonna ever schedule a game like that?
No. That's
Because they
not
lost
the
14 to
same.
7.
That's not
Because
the
no,
same.
listen. If
That's
they
not
would have
the
done
same.
what Tennessee did last year, which is schedule NC State instead, then then Texas would have 2 losses against at Florida and at Georgia. That ain't all of a sudden that don't look too bad.
You still
well,
have
if
to
y'all
take care of
lose, y'all
business.
But
y'all
losing
still
at
have
Ohio
three losses.
State 14-7, the only team that's
Florida
played
lost.
with Ohio State.
You still have to take care of business this weekend. The only person that has that argument is Miami because Miami beat a team that's currently in and they have 2 losses.
Hey,
You don't have the right to that argument, Doug. I'm sorry.
You're right.
well, I'm making that argument because, and I hear what you're saying, because with Miami and all that, but that's all right though. They deserve to. They deserve to get in if they win.
Utah came in at 13. They dropped 1 spot.
But even
That's a travesty.
if you take Ohio State off the schedule, if y'all lose to Texas A&M, that's still 3 losses.
Right. No, if they lose to us, that's 4.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
No, I'm just
We'll
saying because he said like we like, and school's gonna start doing this because the SEC already does it. They're not gonna play Ohio State or Michigan or USC.
They won't.
They play
They know they're gonna
Tech,
schedule an Ohio
Tech.
State early again.
Hey,
West Virginia Tech.
Miami has moved up to 12. They jumped Utah. So now we're getting close to the point where the committee is about to start comparing them. I don't think they're quite there. We got 1 more week left.
I don't think a two-loss ACC team deserves. A 2-loss ACC team can't get in over a 3-loss Big Ten or SEC team. To me, you can't. I'm not putting a Miami over top of a Texas or a Michigan.
BYU stayed solid. They're at 11.
Over Michigan or Utah. They're really not giving the Big Ten much respect. I'm not putting none of them teams over Michigan.
That's
over
crazy.
top.
Yeah, but
BYU stayed idle. BYU stay idle. They remain at 11.
I ain't putting BYU over. I can't put a 10-1 BYU over Texas.
No.
That's where
Bama
the
stay
records
idle.
really matter.
Bama stayed idle at 10.
Who'd
Notre
Michigan beat
Dame.
last week?
Notre Dame stayed idle at 9.
Who'd Michigan beat last week?
And Bama got
Maryland.
2 losses and all the way up to
Was it
10.
Maryland? It was Maryland.
Yeah, it was Maryland. They moved up 3 spots.
Yeah, Michigan's not that good, man. I don't know why people.
The Dame all the way up at 9.
I have to understand that the committee
Michigan
has a
ain't that
job
good,
to
man.
do. They have to justify
No,
them
Michigan's not
moving
that
up.
good.
They have to justify them moving all the way into the playoffs if they beat Ohio State. That's their only job, is to justify why they're in the playoffs.
Where did Michigan fall in at again?
They fell in at 16.
Was it 16
No,
or
15. 15, right ahead of Texas.
Wait a minute. So
Which
they
is
moved
crazy.
them ahead of Texas.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
But we've seen this before. When they initially ranked Miami at 18, they had to justify Miami being able to make the playoffs and them coming down to a head-to-head with Notre Dame. They had to justify it. So I feel like they falsely ranked them, and they knew that, and then they had to adjust it the next week.
You're exactly right, because Miami has started creeping up since then. I don't think you're going to see much change except maybe Oregon jumping over Ole Miss.
OU at 8.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why? Because you're a Texas fan?
No, man, I just can't believe we need OU to lose, and OU hasn't scored a touchdown in 3 years in Dallas, man. We are way better than that team.
Alabama to lose.
But because we went to Ohio State and we had to go play them, 14-7.
Hey, Sean, did y'all beat? Doug, did y'all beat OU?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we beat OU. Like 26-6 or something like that.
How about
they scored a touchdown in 3 years against Texas?
Yeah,
wow.
Here goes 10-6, fellas.
And we need them to lose. What kind of nonsense is that?
Here goes 10-6. Ole Miss falls 1 spot from 6 last week after Oregon beat USC. Oregon jumps Ole Miss. So
Oregon impressed the hell out of me, man.
This is 10-6 right here.
Yep.
So what does this tell us? What are y'all thoughts about this? What do y'all think about Oregon jumping Ole Miss?
That's fine.
Oregon
had a ranked win
against USC, so
I actually would have almost put Oregon in front of Texas Tech. I mean, you beat a ranked team.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, ahead of Texas Tech. That just showed the disrespect of the Big Ten, because I mean they got 1 loss, and that's against who? Indiana.
Yeah.
They definitely.
I cannot believe.
I wouldn't say over Georgia, but they definitely should be over Texas Tech.
Texas Tech has looked good all season, man. They haven't had no letdowns. Oregon's had a couple of games where they didn't look so well, but Texas Tech has been mauled.
When you try playing in the Big Ten and see if you don't have some games where
Texas Tech is the only team in the Big 12 that needs to make it, man.
Texas
BYU, Utah
played Oregon's schedule and came out the same way, but they would have looked better against against Indiana than what Oregon did. That's for sure. Especially if Indiana had to travel to Lubbock to play them, shit, it would have been a much better game than that damn Oregon game. Trust me.
I want new blood. If that's how it will be set up now, I would want Oklahoma to beat Notre Dame so we can beat up on them, Oklahoma, because we already beat Notre Dame. And then we could get Georgia. We could beat up on them. And we could have a 2-year streak of the amount of Power 4 teams that we beat in almost a 1-year span that'll be unheard of and untouchable. I want all new blood this year.
Real quick,
Ohio State would be a good game, though. That'll be a good game.
I want to run down the bracket to y'all as it look right now. This will be the 12-5 matchup. We will have Tulane, who's the group of 5, and then we'll have Texas Tech, who came in at 5. The top 5 was unchanged. 5 was Texas Tech. 4 we had Georgia. 3 Texas A&M. 2 Indy. 1 Ohio State. So the top 5 was unchanged. We still got football to play, but this will be the 12-5 matchup. Do y'all feel any type of way about this matchup? I mean, we know what the 12 seed is.
They're gonna kill Tulane.
They gonna kill Tulane. Yeah.
They gotta stop. That group of 5 stuff, man. Come on, it's a wasted spot, man. How many teams not gonna make it to the playoffs? That's better than Tulane, man. That's dumb. It just doesn't make any sense.
That's for sure. I mean, this is the way it is right now. That's not the way I see it. But Texas Tech would smash Tulane. I don't think it's going to be Tulane though. So
they need a mid-major. They need a mid-major playoff too, because them boys will never be able to play with the big boys.
I think it's situational. I think Boise deserved to be there last year. I don't think we have a Boise this year.
And Boise was, but still, they wasn't going nowhere.
Well, Boise has proven they can play with some of the big power schools. So
you'll never see another Boise will never be on top. They'll never be that good again.
No,
it's over with.
Yeah, they don't have the money to keep up with it.
Yeah. They're not Gonzaga.
So our 9-8 matchup right now will be Notre Dame at OU.
That'll be a banger. And who
easily?
Who was number 8? Who was that?
OU.
Oklahoma.
Okay, so they will have to play in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I still think Notre Dame. OU can't score.
They can't score, man. Their offense is
now their defense championship level, offense Pee Wee league.
Yeah, but I got Freeman. I trust Freeman way more than I trust the other guy.
Defense win the championship. That's what I heard.
I'll give you that, and I knew that's 100%. You are spot on, T, 100%. But you still got to be able to put up more than 10, 14 points.
That used to be. That used to be. That ain't no more.
Yeah, we lost last year. We put up 10, lost. And the winners had 13. They won with 13. To help you out.
If we saying defense wins championships, then this is Notre Dame by a mile.
That's the old rules.
Post game.
That's the old rules.
This is Notre Dame. I said
Notre Dame got Jeremiah Love, man. That's the difference.
Said if we going by that, Notre Dame wins this game by a mile.
Yeah, they got a tremendous defense too.
Yeah, so I feel like you need defense, but I don't think defense wins championships anymore. Like the only time we seen a team win the national championship in the past 25 years that didn't have a top 20 defense was that LSU team with Joe Burrow. They finished like 30th in total defense that year. So I mean the writing is on the wall. You still need a defense, but you got to put up points too. You got to put up points.
I think what you're going to see this year is the more balanced teams are going to make noise and what I like to call the players' ball.
Hey, at 11-6 matchup, we will have Miami at Oregon. And listen, this is just a filler game. Miami is only in this bracket because ACC champion have not been determined, so they could still a bid. This is a filler bracket, though. They are the highest rated ACC team, so they will fill Miami in there.
And Miami can still win the ACC championship too.
And so this is my thing, man. The committee gonna have a tough time, bro. And the reason why I say that is because if Bama or OU lose, and now you talking about Miami jumps to 9, or you know what I mean, somewhere in the 9, and you got Notre Dame right there at 8. Y'all can't come to us and bring to us that they not in the same tier as Notre Dame, and y'all not comparing them, and y'all said y'all gonna put a premium on head to head, And then we're gonna be looking at y'all like we dare y'all to throw Notre Dame out when y'all been having them hovering as a playoff team the whole time. Y'all better not, y'all gotta put them both in, and somebody gotta be left at home. And that's the tricky part.
This is where I was telling everybody, it's not that a 7-3 Texas or a 9-3 doesn't deserve to be in. What I'm saying is there ain't enough spots. Because if Virginia, if SMU and Virginia win this week, they're going to play in the ACC title game. SMU has got 3 losses. If they win that game, guess what? They're in. If Miami beats Pitt, and let's say OU loses to LSU, which ain't going to happen either, but and they move up. Now Miami's going to get in. So now you got Notre Dame and Miami in. There's only one spot left, and that's the group of 5.
See, I'm on some different type of time though, Sean. I'm thinking more of, let's just say, everybody win that's supposed to win.
Right.
Let's say that.
Okay.
That's the most logical thing to go by. Then you got Miami sitting right there at 11, but then you got Bama at 10, and then you got OU at 9. You got to kick one of them out if you're going to put Notre Dame in. That's just how I'm thinking logically. But then they're going to say, Miami's not in the same tier getting compared to this team because they're not in the same ranking range of them. So we're not comparing them teams likewise. That's why I said Bama or OU, they got to make a way for Miami. Bama or OU is the 2 teams they need to be rooting for to lose a game this weekend.
Well,
for them to get in.
They either need them to lose a game this weekend, or they're going to have to go against what they've always said. And if Alabama comes to the SEC title game and loses to A&M, they're going to have to leave them out with that 3rd loss. And now they're going to say that, losing your conference championship game did hurt you. And they don't want to do that either. Because then it's really going to make people not want to play in the conference championship games.
I don't want my team to play in the conference championship game. I want a 5 seed.
I'm not going to lie. The only reason I want to play in it is because we ain't done it yet. If we win the SEC this year, I don't care if we ever go win another SEC title again. I don't care.
You say you just need to get this one right here.
I just want that one.
I just don't feel like a 2-loss. If a 3-loss team did win a conference championship, I just don't feel like a 2-loss ACC or Big 12 team should get in over a 3-loss Big 10 or SEC team. I just feel like that.
But your 2-loss ACC team is Miami, who beat Notre Dame.
But what about BYU? What if they lose the Big 12 championship game? Do they get in with 2 losses?
No, they're
okay. What about does that make room for Texas?
The only way BYU is getting in is if they win a conference championship. We've been seeing this with BYU and Utah. They go up one spot, then they drop back a spot. They don't trust it. They don't love it. The only way the Big 12 get 2 in is if Texas Tech losing that championship game because they're not going to penalize them. They're not going to penalize them.
Can Texas get in if they beat A&M and BYU loses?
So BYU you say Texas Tech won't get penalized if they lose in a championship game and they got a 2-loss?
Their penalty. Hey, T1, I'll tell you this. Their penalty is they're going to have to play a road game in the playoff opening week. That's going to be their penalty. They're going to go from 5 to 9.
You need for Texas to have a chance, you've got to have Bama or Oklahoma, Vanderbilt lose. Vanderbilt playing.
No, they'll jump Vandy. They'll jump Vandy.
They should jump Vandy. If they beat Texas, you're right. If they beat us, you're right. But those are the teams in front of you that have games that will cost them. Michigan got to play Ohio State. You better pray Michigan don't beat Ohio State. That's going to eliminate you right there. I'm not saying they are either. I got y'all winning that game too. But for Doug's sake, for the sake of argument, for the other little people here, with them little whatever on their shirts, the only way you got to have chaos. Even if you win, you got to have chaos.
The short horns.
Yeah, see, look at that. See, look like a uterus right there on his chest.
Orange
Meanwhile,
down.
Well,
Orange down.
it sounds to me that T1 is on the same wave as I am, which is the ACC is very weak this year.
There's
Fellas,
no way you can put a 2-loss team in there.
I think
fellas.
everybody know that the ACC is weak.
Oh yeah,
Well, I'm trying to get to my point. That's why I said that. That Miami lost to SMU and Louisville. Why is everybody acting like they've looked like they have in the first couple of weeks of the season? If that conference is weak, as we all believe, they lost to Louisville and SMU.
Yeah, and I don't see neither
And
one
it's
of them
not,
teams ranked anywhere.
But
and
that's
it's
why I
not,
rebuttal and say y'all lost to them.
and it's not early. Yeah, that's true. But it was early. Everybody with eyes knows Notre Dame is not the same team. But the thing is, Miami is not guaranteed to beat Pittsburgh this week, y'all. Pittsburgh just sliced up Georgia Tech rather easily. Miami is not guaranteed to win this week.
Where's that
But,
game at?
but who is Georgia Tech?
it's at Pitt.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, we can
That's
slice it any way
that's
we want. The ACC is terrible. We know
Oh
that.
yeah.
We understand that. But pound for pound, with our eyes that we've been using, we understand that Notre Dame is a playoff team. We understand that Notre Dame is a balanced, good football team. And Miami beat that team, regardless of how you want to slice it. It was played in week 1 or 2 or whatever, however you want to slice it. They won the game, and that game should matter. That
But
game
they
that
got
they
two bad
won
but
should
they
matter.
got two bad
who
but they got two
who's
bad losses. I
listen.
can't put you in.
How
Man,
do hold on, hold
I'm
on, hold
not.
on. How
I'm
bad is those losses, T1? Real quick. How bad is those losses? Because both of them teams just last week was in contention to still win their conference.
a
I
weak
just talk
conference.
about who deserved to be in and who
Regardless,
deserved to be
you're
out.
not
You
hearing me.
Big bro,
look at the
but
team
hold
like this.
on, hold on. You just asked me how good was Georgia Tech, so you answering your own question.
I'm not, because at the same time, y'all play the ACC schedule. So how good do we know y'all are?
We didn't only play ACC teams, and the ACC teams we did play outside of Miami, we made Swiss cheese out of. Again, this is football. Some teams get better and figure things out as the season progresses.
Very
And
true.
all I'm saying is, if you going off what your eyes telling you, and you not being biased, Notre Dame is about 50 times better than they was week 1.
Yeah, and Miami
Easy.
has fallen off too, because at the beginning of the season, we thought Miami was okay. We probably thought Miami was going to be in the playoffs, and they have declined. So, and that's why I couldn't do it. I can't do it.
So
It ain't even really a thought.
But
the $1 million question is, do you want to open up Pandora box and tell us that, okay, Miami shouldn't schedule Notre Dame? Do you want to open up that box?
It's
Because
already open. It's already
no,
open.
it's not
The,
open
the,
yet.
the thing
Determining
is,
what they do is going to open it up.
the thing is, all you got to do is not lose to Louisville, and this is not even a conversation.
no, you're right. It's not. Or, but now the conversation is because they both have 2 losses. Because, the head to head. That's why it has to happen. I mean, you have to, if you're not going to take into consideration the head to head, then we need to just figure some other way to do this. Because if head to head don't matter, I don't care if it was week 1, week
But
11,
look,
week 4.
Hey, the
but
team
look,
that's ranked at number 10 got a worse loss than Miami. We talking
Yeah.
about Louisville. They lost to Florida State.
You're right.
What we talking about? Like, come
Right.
on. Peas is peas, bro.
we can talk. We can talk about Alabama, but and I agree with that. But the thing is, y'all keep saying head to head should matter. I absolutely agree. Head to head matters, but it shouldn't be the only thing that matters when our eyes are telling us
This team clearly fell off, and this team clearly improved.
And Alabama killed Florida State right now.
And I
Yeah,
I agree with that 100%.
but
Post 100% agree with that.
I do too. But
But
Post getting a little defensive, and I'm gonna call it
But
because
no, but
I'm not.
I said if
Hold on. I'm not.
I said if Alabama or OU lose, they both need to get in. That's what
Right.
I said. I don't
I'm-
care about who the next team is. They both need to get in, and one of them SEC teams need to fall out.
Right.
I ain't
I
never
think-
say Notre Dame didn't deserve it. I said
I'm
they
not,
both need to get in
brother.
based off the head-to-head.
right.
Brother, I'm not being defensive. I'm just making an argument.
I
I
honestly
agree, and I agree with you. Alabama has a terrible loss.
Right.
But like we've talked about, all of y'all on this here screen, on this panel, you would rather lose early than lose later. That
100%.
matters.
100%.
That's
100%.
factual. That's
And I have-
100% factual.
And I have no doubt. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. Notre Dame needs to be in a playoff. I'm sorry, no matter what, unless they lose this week, which, okay, whatever. But Notre Dame needs to be in. But the problem with it is you're going to have to figure out how to get Miami into, or else it's going to open a whole bunch of problems.
Miami got to take care of Pittsburgh.
That's true.
That's
They
all.
do
That's
have to
all
do
I'm
that.
saying.
You're right. And
Hey.
they may or they may not.
Hey, listen, and I kind of like what the committee does when they talk about tiers and comparing teams to in their tier. So, by all means, if Alabama and OU win, I won't feel no problem about Miami being out, even though they beat, because you're at some point you're doing a circular motion.
Right.
Some teams is gonna be some teams, and then they gonna beat that team, and then that team gonna beat them. So it's gonna be a circular motion, and you just gotta weed out who the best is for real.
See,
But I'm telling you, if they come too close, you either put them in together or you choose between the team that got the head-to-head. That's my only thing. That's the only thing I want.
But what are you looking like come week 13? I think that plays a lot into it too.
But that's the human aspect of it, though.
It's a whole lot that you gotta think about, man. You got I'm looking at the stands right now. You're really talking about a lot of not a lot, but you have Big Ten teams that's being left out. And when you look at their schedule, look at the teams that they lost to. While y'all talking about all these teams, we have teams that have actually, lost to all ranked teams and highly ranked teams. And now they can't get in. Ain't got a shot.
Like who?
I knew you were coming. I knew you was coming.
You know who we talking about?
But I'm about to hold on. That's why I just pulled my laptop out. But I'll just go off the Chrome. Like just somebody who all has USC lost to.
They lost to Notre Dame, Oregon, and then who else beat them in the Big Ten?
And I want to give you like Michigan, who we play this week, who they're gonna lose. The Michigan gonna be lost to all ranked teams. The number one ranked team, SEC, who ain't ranked because they in the Big Ten, and Oklahoma. Like those are three big teams.
I give him a better comparison.
Not even that good.
I give him a better. I give him a better comparison. Washington lost to Wisconsin, which is y'all's Florida. They lost to Ohio State and they lost to Michigan. They're not even ranked.
They're not good either. They're not good.
Oh my
either.
God. Okay.
They're not good, bro.
Okay.
They're good at home.
Well, this weekend should solve some pretty good. I mean, we're gonna, Bama should beat Auburn. It can be tricky, but I got Bama winning that. I don't see LSU. Hell, LSU might get shut out with Oklahoma. Texas will be eliminated Friday at about 10:30 p.m. Central Time.
I'm not sure LSU going to get shut out. I'm not sure that they can't win that game.
No, LSU can't win that game. They can't score.
Okay.
Neither can Oklahoma, but Oklahoma got a better defense.
Hey, I'm not sure. I'm telling you now. I'm not sure LSU won't win that game.
Okay.
Well, if you think about it, those teams do match up well. LSU and Oklahoma.
Yeah, that no offense. Yeah.
No offense, all defense. Old school SEC game right there, man.
My argument just be like, why can't a 3-loss Big Ten team get consideration? You know what I mean? Like you get a USC who lost to all ranked teams. They lost to Illinois, Notre Dame, and Oregon. Like this, as soft as y'all say things are over in the Big Ten, you still have to go and play.
Is Illinois a ranked team?
Illinois, yeah.
Yes, Illinois is a ranked team.
Illinois, they've been ranked all year, and even when you go like to Illinois schedule, like these are some rough schedules, and you're not just losing to anybody. Illinois lost.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Illinois lost to Indiana, Ohio State, and Indiana, Ohio State, and Washington as well. You know, by the time you done got at the bottom of Wisconsin, you done got smacked up a little bit. It's rough over here.
Hey, please do not bring Tennessee to this chat because we all on this panel agree that Tennessee is terrible.
Their defense is terrible. Their defense is terrible, but their offense isn't terrible.
Look at my name, brother. Look at my name, brother. Look at my name. Tennessee is terrible.
USC is not that good either, man. Come on now. Stop it, y'all.
USC is a solid football team.
Man,
USC is a solid football team.
I just hope
you don't watch enough football.
Team in the bowl game.
USC
in the bowl game, so y'all can see.
USC would smash Tennessee.
Hey, Rob, you do not watch enough football if you think USC is not a solid football team.
They're solid football. They're solid, but they're not good. They're solid, but they're not good.
Hey, watching these bowl games, watch how the Big Ten come and smack again.
There's no great teams.
Why?
There's no great teams, bruh. My Buckeyes is not a great team. They're in the NIL era. It's hard to have a great team because you're too deep. You'll have some dudes on your too deep, but it ain't gonna be like the Saban era when you got first round draft picks that ain't playing that go to the NFL draft and get drafted in the first round. It's never gonna be great teams.
Everybody, right? They transferred. Look, I'm a 5-star. Oh, I ain't playing. I'm gone.
I already sent you the numbers. They had 4 dudes on one roster that all went to the NFL draft. Josh Jacobs was a backup, only had 450 rushing yards that year, and was a first-round draft pick. When has that ever happened? That's a great team because they got a first-rounder to replace a first-rounder. I'm telling you, bro, there's no teams out here like that. None. Zero. Not even the Buckeyes.
This is the most wide open I've seen the college football champion. There is not. Yes, Ohio State has been the most dominant team all year. I'm going to give y'all that. And Indiana's been dominant too. I'm going to say that too. But there's no team that you can't find a flaw with. Like you were saying, Zach, those old Saban coach Bama teams, you couldn't find a flaw on some of them teams. That 2019 LSU team, you couldn't find a flaw on that team.
Their defense was horrible.
2019? No.
LSU's
they were all right.
2019 was not good.
But they had like 7 dudes that went to the NFL though.
Yeah, they did. They had dudes.
What? Hold on. Was that defense terrible, or were they on the field a lot because they had an explosive offense?
That's true too, because they were.
What's the difference?
All I know that year, Texas played them better than anybody in the country that year.
That's fine. Y'all lost.
We lost. We did.
What Texas finished that record at? What was y'all's record that year?
That mount gone?
That's the year.
That mount gone? Can you get it?
That's the year we beat Georgia.
Grab me another beer, please.
Oh, that was the year y'all was back. Was that the year?
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, 2019 would be Georgia in the Sugar Bowl.
Oh.
Hey, let's welcome up Level Up Sports 10 too, man. Give JoJo Mossberg a round of applause, man. What's up, man?
What up, Mossberg?
I'll say what's up, but I ain't
y'all talking about his Florida State Seminoles in the ACC. You have to jump in here.
You on mute?
man. Y'all been coming out my nose. Can y'all hear
Uh-oh, you look like a
me? Can y'all hear
1960
me?
Chinese movie again.
Got
Yeah,
delay.
there we go. Jackie Chan reinvented Bruce Lee. I will get you.
That's what I do, man. I do things differently around here sometimes, man. But nah, it's good to see everybody this evening, man. All the faces and all the sights, man. It's Hook'em this week. Why you talking up there, Mr. Aggie? Bevo is coming to town. Matter of fact, you got to visit him this week. So he prepared for your visit. And just know that score 42-17 just might happen to be flipped around. Because
Hey, whoa!
Texas is
Ain't you in
trying to get
rivalry week
playoffs.
too?
But it's definitely good
Don't
to
you
see.
play a rival? Hey, no, let's talk about your rival.
It ain't time for the no, we ain't. It's Texas A&M, as T1 said, and I mistakenly came in, and said something the other day. We talking about Aggies, we talking about Longhorns, and we got Florida State coming this week as well. Definitely got that coming as well.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we got this last
You looking
game.
like you just watched the
That's
game,
going.
SEC shine away.
We got this last game on the
You what?
docket too.
What'd you say, Moss?
We ain't speak on. I think that Miami Oregon game set us up for like a whole another run of things. But the last one we didn't talk about was the 10-7 matchup between Bama and Ole Miss. Win out. This is probably what it's gonna look like locked in. I would say if everybody win that's in these rankings, that's in the playoff picture from 10 up, if they just win and take care of business, nobody's moving. You know what I mean? So
I'd like
this
to see
can
that.
very much be a possible matchup.
I would like to see them switch it back and put Oregon back at 7 and Ole Miss back at 6, so that you won't have a two SEC teams matching up, and you can have everybody facing somebody from another conference.
No, you just want
Y'all
the
got too
SEC to
many
have all.
teams in there.
You want
Y'all
the
got too many
SEC
teams.
to
Y'all
have
can't
all
avoid
the
it.
home games. That's it.
Y'all
That's
can't
it. We
avoid it,
already
bro.
know.
I want the SEC to pound on some folks that's not SEC. That's what I want.
Why is Notre Dame not at 8 and OU at 9?
Notre Dame should be higher than what they are. That's true. I agree.
I'll agree with that.
Mhm.
Notre Dame should be higher than OU is what I'm saying.
Exactly. So we see the bias already. So this is the only listen. If you ain't gonna put somebody else as a home game, we don't want to see all the home games in SEC country. We do not want to see that.
Yeah, now
That's
we see
boring.
that all during the bowl season.
You gotta wait and see what they're gonna do with Ole Miss. Even if they win, you gotta see what they're gonna do when Kiffin's at LSU and he ain't there and he take all his players.
I think I know it's something.
Yeah, because he definitely taking the dogs with him.
Yeah.
That's part of the game.
I think y'all gonna get on.
So, I mean, that's why I'm keeping my eye.
Y'all might come at me wrong about this, or I know it's gonna say.
I tell you what, you know what they gonna do.
I'm taking Notre Dame for a home field in this.
Yeah, hey Moss, you know what they gonna do? They're gonna let this last week play out and see if OU win and see how they win. Notre Dame gonna thump somebody, and then they're gonna move them up and give them the home game because they should have already had the home game in the rankings. But they gotta make sure that some chaos don't happen where Miami could possibly get in. Now you gotta re-rack the bracket. That's the only thing you gotta have it justified. I keep saying it. It gotta be justified.
Well,
hold on. Let's wait on
They
Moss.
gotta make more teams. I mean, something gotta happen, man. I think Notre Dame my bad. People gotta respect the fact that Notre Dame, they played the national championship in the national championship game last year. They on the street for the same thing to produce this playoff with an even stronger team. I don't know what else you got to do. Everybody need to stop hating. They got money. They independent. They Notre Dame, who they are, who they have been.
But wait,
put some respect on it.
Wait a minute.
And I might just, I don't know, man. Florida State, y'all got me wanting to, step over the
Boss,
South
you
Bend.
got a super
You
delay,
just made
bro.
the comment that Notre Dame was in the national championship game last year, right? But then you post this comment earlier.
Oh, he went on you, Moss. He went. He look.
Does last year matter? Or does last year not matter?
Now, I love hate week. I love hate week. Well,
Where's my mic?
Listen, SEC Sharpman came at you all this stream.
No, hold on. That was based on a comment.
Bro, take them headphones out.
That was based on a comment that T1 said referring to something. So if you were to put that comment,
but it doesn't matter in the context. You talking about last year when you said last year is last year. Last year we was 8-4. This year we 11-0. That's last year. Last year don't matter.
And at 10:30 on Friday night, you're gonna be saying we're 11-1.
No. I already told you 42-17. Mark it down. Take it to the bank. Take it to the casino. Put it on everywhere. And Moss want to come at me with all this Bevo coming with his horns. That's fine. I got a steak knife ready for his ass. Don't worry about that.
Well, to the referring to the comment, since you can hear me clearly now.
And then we got people from the Longhorn channel coming at us, telling us, "Oh, y'all dog ain't even got 2 eyes." Yeah, our damn mascot had to have her eye removed because of cancer.
Since you didn't clearly hear me, now you can hear me. Ain't no echo, ain't no delay. This is Moss B. Moss Bird.
Thank
you.
I'm a chew
when I came, listen, that comment that you seen down there was referring to something that T1 said, and all that was that. It ain't had nothing to do with your Aggies. Last year was last year. Yes, it was. But I'm talking my talk this year. Notre Dame deserves a home bid. And it's been getting hollow on your end. So I'm gonna tell you this: the way you talking, these Aggies better be ready come Saturday. Because they gotta go to Austin. And it ain't gonna be easy when it come to Austin, Texas. And it come to them trying to get in this playoff. So make sure the way you was just sitting, make sure you ain't sitting like that come Saturday, because we ain't
if it's gonna be a blowout, it's gonna be Texas blowing out A&M. If it's gonna be a blowout, that's the way it's gonna be. Because that's the way it has to be.
Yeah, I never got my
I don't know. Listen, I keep saying my name is Bennett. I ain't in it. Moss, you still gotta go to Florida. You gotta go to the swamp. I want to see that Ohio State shirt again. Stop playing, bro. I want to see it again.
They said we got a chance, Jay. They said we got a chance
because you gave up. I was putting confidence in you.
Look, I did that to get it out the way early, just to get the jitters off of me.
No, you got to double back.
I know
Operation Full Benefit is, but I like him.
That's it. But I do got that Florida State preview coming for that Florida State rivalry game this weekend as well. Still trying to put a few things together, but it's coming. It's coming regardless. Yep, my Shopify. Definitely get it. Grow up.
I still don't know. Who is it? Anybody know who that dude is?
Welcome in.
Benefit must be one of them dudes who likes them team in Texas done whip their ass so much, now he hate them. That's what that is.
Hey, let me just say this, y'all. It look like the chat is popping, man. If y'all in the chat, hit the like button, subscribe to these channels. You get these type of fireworks every time we go live on Tuesdays at 7:45, Thursdays 7:45, Saturdays at 8 a.m., Sundays at 9 a.m. And we ain't the best channel. We want to know why. But
all the smoke, man, in the city.
Y'all extended family, and we family up here. So come on, welcome to the family. You feel me?
Straight from the Midwest, man. We them dudes, man. We just politicking and we talking sports like we do, man. This is like everyday life in the chat. And that man up top up there, Mr. Longhorn himself. Go ahead and show it off. Doug, you can show yours off. WTP, go ahead and show yours off.
Man,
that man WT, he done put something together special, man.
Doug got a practice jersey on, bro.
Man, it's the tight white. It's the tight white Vincent Paul Young jersey right here, man.
They was doing two a day. That look like a
Texas
good
is doing
jersey
two
to
a
me.
days getting ready.
That's that
They
tight
ready.
white, man.
Hey,
Y'all know about
Sean
that. That's
got
that
on two
championship.
different.
Hey,
Sean got on two
is that
different
one of your
maroons.
lucky jerseys? Is
Yeah.
that
It's
one
the
of your
best
lucky
uniform in
jerseys?
college football, man. It's them
How long
road
you had that?
unis.
How long you had that jersey?
Shoot, since 2004, 2005, man. You already know.
That's
Is
what's
Since at
up.
that,
least
is that Vince
2005.
Young?
So
That's
you
what's
Oh,
telling
up.
me, you
BY.
ain't spilled no ketchup on that shit since
It's
then.
been in the closet, man.
You lying like a motherfucker.
he
I
brought it.
don't
He
wear it.
brought it out at the right time this
I
weekend because
wore this.
Texas
I wore
A&M
this on a
Aggies is
national
going
championship
down.
night, man. That's
Hey,
right, man.
listen, I don't know who to pick in this Texas A&M game.
Yeah, you
I
do.
heard y'all pick
Yeah, it's tough.
because
Yeah,
for the simple
I ain't
fact,
get to reveal mine yet either.
right? For the simple fact that I think Texas A&M is the better team, but Texas hasn't lost at home this year.
Rivalry week.
Right, man.
Good point, post game. Talk about it.
But
Talk
not only
about it.
that, they haven't beat them in the past 5 or 6 of them.
I don't even know who to pick in y'all game. I don't like. This is just me, man. This just goes to show how real I am. I don't like picking when my brothers fight. I don't like picking Texas A&M game. I don't want to pick Ohio State, Michigan. That's just me though.
Hey, my name is Bennett. I ain't in it.
Operation Full Benefit, you got to be an Aggie. You got to be an Aggie. And the homeless man that was taking a dump had on an Aggie shirt. You should have passed it
I
to
gotta
toilet paper.
check out the comments, man.
All that shit
What?
ugly.
Check out the comments.
What? Rob,
We
what?
appreciate
He
Operation Full
said
Bennett.
the last time he visited DKR, a homeless man was taking a dump in the bushes. I'm telling him the homeless man was an Aggie and he should have passed him some toilet paper so he could have wiped his butt.
Aggies aren't homeless.
In fact, what he should have did was took off
Go,
his Aggie jersey and let him
go,
wipe his butt on that.
go down to Austin and drive around in the streets. Looks just like San Francisco. Homeless people in tents everywhere because that's all there is there.
That is true.
That's
That is
Austin, man. This is different
It ain't no
down there.
Hey,
Aggies. I guarantee it ain't no Aggies. Only thing Aggies
y'all know.
did in Austin was we came to y'all's campus and we scientifically made maroon blue bonnets, which you can't pick or cut. It's the state flower of Texas, and sprinkled them on y'all's damn campus.
Hey, I like how y'all all able to get off right now. But y'all know what? One thing I don't notice is none of them Teton ninjas around. I don't know where they at. I can't even get off like that. You know what I mean?
They
Hey
said
Zay,
I'm
I
ready
got a
for
question
all.
for you.
What's up? What's up, Post?
I
What's
got a
up, Post?
question for you, man.
Wait,
I'm
Because
about to
you,
say you got 2 of them in here, Zay. I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about the ones who only like them. You got 2 fans in here. Don't get it twisted.
I got a question for Zay and T1, man. What
Talk to me,
have
bro.
y'all done with Haran? Because I haven't seen him for months. Y'all did something to that man.
I can't say it on camera, Post.
Yeah, I don't even know who you talking about.
Haran is the Michigan fan that used to be in our chat, man.
Nah, real talk though.
He
I
ain't
told
coming. He
you.
ain't
Hey,
coming back.
listen. I
Yeah,
told
we ain't
you.
seen him in a minute.
Hey, listen. I
I
told you. Parlay
think Zay
Poe.
questioned him.
No. This is real talk. Parlay Poe threw his car in his window in traffic. He only needed him for a few streams. He needed some backup because at that time, me and T1, we was like Kobe and Shaq in their prime. You know, we wasn't arguing or nothing. Now me and T1, we like at the end of the run. We argue sometimes, you know, we want to see who's gonna ball out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get like that though. You feel me? So I don't know. That's what happened with Heron though.
What did I miss with post game? Who do you wind up picking?
Y'all making me pick. I
He
don't want to
said
pick.
he said he don't know yet.
Man, this rivalry week, Post. We gotta pick.
I'm gonna give you my pick though. I ain't get my pick, and as much as I don't like them horns, man, and it's horns down, and I think that's the best 7 o'clock game, ain't it? Ain't that the best one?
It's the only one.
Ain't no other game to watch. So
By
I'm
6:30.
gonna be all the way locked in, but Man, I just know how it is being that team who just really controls a whole nother university. Like when we play Northwestern, we're gonna beat them. I don't care how good you get. Illinois, you got up there ranked. We don't care. We're gonna beat you. And then with it being at home, I think that Texas A&M will have to play a dang near perfect game. And I'm talking even with, some mistakes coming from Texas. But I think A&M will have to play a nearly perfect game to pull that out in Austin. So
Hey,
I'm taking Texas in a close one.
hey, let me say this too, and I'm giving the SEC a little bit of flowers with this because this is the big problem I have with the Big Ten. They are putting these games on forefront Friday night
Yeah,
after Thanksgiving, after
yeah,
you done
man.
been full and you just want to drink some beer and sit on the
I
couch.
rock with
I'm
them with
telling
that.
you, we got a fun day ahead of us on store from the SEC from jump to night. You know what I mean? We got a game every hour, every time slot because I don't know what Ole Miss gonna do with Mississippi State. I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like who did Ole Miss really
Never
play
know.
this year? Who did they beat? I don't know. They could possibly lose. And then the 3:30 game, you know what I'm saying? Texas A&M, Texas. We got a banger, And then oh no, that's 7:30, right? Who
Seven,
the 3:30 game? Georgia and Georgia Tech is a 3:30 game. And we
Yeah,
seen that went to 4 overtimes last year. We don't know how that game gonna play out
they're
either.
playing that game at what's they call Mercedes-Benz Stadium for some
Yeah,
reason.
they play it every year there, right?
No,
No, they
no,
played
I
in
told you
Georgia
earlier.
last year, in Athens
No,
last year.
hold on. Let me tell you
So
why.
what the money come
Georgia
from?
Tech needs money, so they sold it to go to
That's what I was about
Mercedes-Benz,
to
and they
say. It was a money
Mercedes-Benz
thing.
they paid them $10 million to move the game there.
Not a
Yeah,
bad deal. Not a
yeah,
bad
that's
deal.
what I was
It's a
about to say.
one-off.
But
It's a one-off. Not a bad deal.
Well, unless Georgia Tech does it every time now, but
I
when
mean, I
Georgia
wouldn't
Tech
mind.
was winning and they were, ranked pretty high, that's when Mercedes-Benz said, "You want to move it to our stadium?" And Georgia Tech said, "Yeah, how much?" And they said 10 million. They said, "Okay, that'll get us one quarterback."
But let's highlight that
Oh,
though.
right.
They playing on Friday night, man.
Friday
Hey, where it
afternoon.
ain't
So,
only thing you
nothing else to
competing with,
watch.
only thing you competing with is college basketball. Ain't nobody about to tune in to none of them games. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Nah.
well, let me since T1 made his pick, man, let me go ahead and make my pick. I don't like doing this. I don't want to do this, but real quick, that Mississippi game, they might if Lane is leaving, could they possibly check out and lose? That's something to think about. And I think Georgia Tech, although they played a historic game last season against Georgia, I think they're gonna get Swiss cheesed up this year. But Texas and Texas A&M. My goodness. The reason why I like Texas A&M is because to me they showed a lot of football character this season, winning in different styles. They down by 100 points to Arkansas on the road. They come back and win. They could have easily mailed that game in and said we still gonna make the playoffs. But they showed character and grit, came back and won. Shootout at Notre Dame in South Bend. Yeah, that was holding on that last play, but we ain't gonna talk about that, Sean. Y'all came to Notre Dame and won a shootout. Y'all
I
in
ain't
the
even gonna
ugly.
argue with that one, folks. I know it was. It wasn't holding. He just straight up tackled his ass.
y'all played a ugly drag out knockout game against Auburn and got the W. A lot of football character. Texas is playing well lately. They at home, like I mentioned earlier, they haven't lost at home. This is a rivalry game, and I still don't know who to pick. I'm going to say, damn, man. I'm not picking this game. I'm not picking the Michigan Ohio State game either.
Pick it Thursday
come
then,
on, it's
folks.
easy. It's
Save
Texas
it for
and Ohio
Thursday.
State. They both winning.
Hey, you could be putting something bad on your Notre Dame Fighting Irish if you don't make that pick tonight, Post. I said it
he
first.
got till Thursday, dog. Why you
Bro,
rushing it?
you all the warlocks and wizards and genies in the world couldn't mess up what Notre Dame got going on. Not against no Stanford, bro. Stop.
They got that pot of gold down there. But nah, I just think, you know me, if
I'm not disclosing my pick to that big game, of course, but I like this Texas team, of course. My pick as well got something to do with my roots with my grandma. You know, it's been a lot of deep thought with my grandma, her roots with Texas. And she was a big fan of Texas as well, and um, you know that's something also. But I just think Texas is going to be up for this game more than even that Ohio State game early in the season. I think this game has more. I think when you talk about Stark as a coach, you talk about Texas recruiting. You know, you talk about so much when it comes to Texas football. So I think they know that. I think they come in. They have to handle the assignment. But you know, I just have Texas winning this game. And my score, I'm gonna say 31-23 Texas.
Hey, only thing I know is on Sunday, I'm going to ask everybody that show up to the stream because I know some people ain't going to show up to the stream. It's going to be a sad day. It's going to be a
Not
sad
Saturday, we
Friday.
good.
Oh, for y'all's case, Saturday, it's going to be sad, though. Hey, Christmas is getting canceled for somebody. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I ain't putting no names on it. I'm just saying Christmas is getting canceled, you know? So it's going to be a sad day. And the only thing I'm going to ask is, who on team won? Everybody say I.
It's
Man,
yeah, I'm gonna do everything I can to jump on, but I'm gonna be down there with my mom, so I don't know. But I promise I'll be in
We'll
the
do an
comments.
emergency stream just for you. Emergency
You
stream.
might.
We done
I
did it
may be on.
before.
I may not. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey,
But
emergency stream when you got 10 minutes.
yeah, we may have to
I'm
do that
definitely
because I mean, like I said, I got things to do with my mom and stuff. But I trust me, we lose, I'll be the first one on there. What's up? But
Hey,
luckily,
I
I ain't
hope the
got to be.
family is well, Sean. You know what I mean? I know what you've been going through and stuff.
Yeah, we actually that's what we're going to be doing Saturday is we driving over to look at different houses and stuff. Uh, so I'll be on best I can, you know, but I'll be around. You'll at least know you'll know after we win.
Hey, you got Doug. If after you win, if you win, or if you lose, you got Doug and I got Rob. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get this shit together for sure.
Oh,
Hey, ain't
yeah, we
nobody
good.
ducking nothing. Hey, we
Hey,
ain't ducking
somebody
nothing.
better
We just
get
I'll be there.
Operation Full Benefit. Operation Full Benefit. You better not be scarce come Saturday morning at 8 a.m. after your Aggies lose. You better not be scarce. You better find this channel and make sure you in the chat. And if you
Look,
want to get on the
full
stream,
benefit.
let us
Just
know.
go.
I'm telling
Look,
you
man,
right
full
now,
benefit.
100 down.
Look,
Operation
man,
Full Benefit.
just go
I'm
hey,
get my
hunt
name.
you down.
Go
hey,
follow
Rob
my
gonna come
name.
to Rob gonna come to work on Monday with no voice. I'm trying to tell
He,
you.
he
He
might
gonna have
have
no voice.
Bevo with him. Yeah, he might have flew to Texas and got Bevo with him.
Hey,
No,
that's that happened to
he
the
gonna
best of us, Zay.
he gonna come into
That
work. His
happened to
eyes
the
gonna be
best
mad
of
and
us, man.
sweat a lot of tears. All them tears, and I'm gonna
Man, we
come on the
appreciate
stream. I'm gonna come on the stream next week with a steak in front of me.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
hey,
We appreciate it, man. Go
I
ahead, Post.
Cook up, post.
can I ask T1 a question? Because
Mhm.
I've noticed over the last couple of streams, you've been real calm and collected. What is that the confidence in your team, or
He's
what is that? The
scared.
calm?
He's
Is that the
scared.
We
calm?
about to
I,
open up
I
the
Is
already
that the
told y'all, but go ahead,
is that
T.
the calm before the storm? What's
to
going
open
on,
these up.
Hey,
man?
T, I
Hey,
hope you don't mind me commenting after you go, but I'm gonna say what
yeah,
I know.
Hey, bro, we
we about to
just,
open up the
first of
can.
all, we done got beat 4 times by these cats, so really ain't much I could just hoop and holler about. And then second of all, I just not going and playing with these dudes right here. We just going straight off the bat and getting ready for these playoffs and the Big Ten championship game. We ain't playing with nobody from here on out. It's time to get to work.
I love
Hey,
it. I love it.
T1,
I love it.
just so I can let people get an understanding and give an analogy to it.
Come on with it.
T1 is the final boss on Mortal Kombat, bruh. He ain't trying to talk. He just gonna whoop your ass when it comes down to it. He gonna whoop your ass and it's gonna be over for you. You gonna have to restart the whole goddamn thing. I'm telling you, he on his final ball shit. Y'all not understand, but that's my guy. That's my big homie. You know what I mean? I understand it, T1. You ain't gotta say nothing.
Finish
Dog.
him.
You
Hey,
need
let
to
me.
let him borrow your ass so he can cover up that bald ass head.
That ain't nothing but one of them sweet Buckeyes, baby. They love rubbing on it, man. They ain't nothing but sweet Buckeyes, man. That's what Homer is. I'm gonna get you over here.
You sitting there
You
calm and
look like
collected,
a
man. I
Buckeye.
love it. I love it, man. I like the preparation. Like that shows me you just ready for this weekend's game. I know you're gonna be decked out in your Buckeye head to toe, to the socks, even to the shoes. You name it, you're gonna be in it. I'm just like I said, man. I'm just stoked for the rest of what we got in store for this week, man. We definitely just appreciate everybody coming in, man, this evening, man, for this stream. Definitely make sure y'all tapping in, not just Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now Fridays as well with SEC Sean coming in, doing what he do as far as in his podcast with the NASCAR talks also. And we got another conversation coming up this week, or we might do it even Sunday or Monday. I'm not for sure with the time yet with Amari Mallory, linebacker from Northland, as well as that being my nephew. So just working on that aspect of things and man, just loving what we do, man. Every day we get on to do it, and even when we from down to the Texan, man. Just loving it.
Yes, sir, operation. We appreciate it. Subscribe to all the channels, though. You know what I mean? Not one, all of them. You see them scrolling.
Get them all.
Subscribe
Tell
to
them,
all
T1.
of them.
And then come
Tell
in
them what
my
to do,
channel up with
T1.
Aggie stuff. Come on, we gonna get a whole Aggie page going. I need some
Yep.
help. I got all these people against me.
We
Yeah,
got
you
you,
need
man.
some help.
Luckily, as General Patton said, give me a battalion of Longhorns and I'll win the battle. Give me a handful of Aggies and I'll win the war.
Hey, do
Coach
throw it
K
up,
said,
throw it up,
roll
man.
tide.
I can't wait till Sunday morning, man. Or Saturday morning. It'll be Saturday morning.
You can wait because you ain't gonna want to get up.
I'll be there regardless.
I'd rather I went to work this week and was off next week. This week would have made my work week go by fast. I don't like right now. I need all these days to get going. I need to get to Saturday, but I want to enjoy my vacation. I can't because I'm trying to get to Saturday. As if I'm working this week. I don't like that. That don't sit well with me.
Hey man, one of my guys took off too the whole week coming back, and I'm like, man, I can't even take the week off. I was gonna take the week off and put him in charge. He took off, man. I was like, God damn it, we both can't do it.
Y'all
Right.
well deserving of them breaks, man, and what y'all do with that youth, man, especially you as well, T1, man. You running around the city, working City League TV. Make sure y'all go tap into all the channels y'all see. SEC Shine at the bottom. You got FanDuel Zay. You got Postgame 86. You got WTP for Life. You got Blissberg with Parlay Poe. You got Level Up Sports 10 and myself, Mossberg. I mean, you got all the channels down there. You could just watch TV all day because we doing what we do. We love it. And it's nothing above what we do when we on these screens, when we in text, and when we just on a daily basis, just going through what we do in life.
OH!
Ayo.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
no!
Hey, the
Hell
big dogs in the
no!
building.
In the building.
Yeah.
Focus.
Tell them, T1. Tell them, we is in the
Yeah.
building.
Well, just real quick before we get out the building, we ain't gonna throw a chat this week with NASCAR, but next week with Doug, we're gonna break down more of the high school football because we're gonna be in the regional finals next week. So we'll be halfway through the playoffs. We're gonna break down some of the big games. We got some big games this week, but we're gonna put it on postpone because of the holidays. And so everybody be good and safe and enjoy your holidays.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
Enjoy your
Safe
turkey
travels
on
to you, my
Thursday
brother.
because you won't be eating a lot of turkey on Saturday. You do little short one.
Texas fight. Goodbye to A&M, Sean.
You
Yeah.
name it, we
How we doing? Texas fight, baby.
It's like you're gonna see a lot of this in the
Hey.
state.
Hey man, y'all Ohio boys, y'all got something else to worry about, man. Y'all need to worry about them Michigan boys, man. Don't worry about
We ain't worried about nothing.
No,
We
you
ain't worried about nothing.
hey, see, Doug, you ain't been around long enough. I
Right.
already adopted y'all as our second rival. I've already
No,
adopted
I
it.
appreciate that. That's
Between, hey,
good.
listen,
Y'all need
between
one. Y'all need a real rival.
but you got to understand where this come from. I put the kids involved. Once the kids get involved, it's real beef. You know what I mean? It's real beef. Like, hey, we got a real beef out here. My whole screensaver, Rob, know it's been a Ohio State man eating a Longhorn steak all year since that
Hey,
game.
join the haters. We got plenty of them, man. We got a
Oh,
whole
it
list
ain't
of
hate.
haters, man.
It ain't hate. It's beef.
Hey, same thing. Let's go. We
I
like
love
beef.
beef.
We like
He
beef
don't
down
eat it.
here.
Hey, he don't
You
eat
know,
it. I eat it.
Y'all like meat and potatoes, so do we.
Hey, I
Hold
eat
on.
beef.
Hold
I'm
on.
We
Hold
telling
like
on.
meat
Hold
and
on.
potatoes too, man.
Hold on.
Zay.
Hold on,
One
y'all. Let me
phrase.
say this in
Zay.
closing. Let me
Okay.
say this in closing. You name it, we post game it. Take a picture and frame it. Send it to the IRS and claim it.
yeah.
Peace.
Just
All right,
remember,
so we
Zay.
out.
we was
Zay,
in the
remember,
building,
he's
y'all.
Y'all be
gonna
good. Y'all be good.